Okay guys, so our leatherette's in place, our magnet bars are in place. We figured out our numbers that we want based on our two material tests. So our 0.050 and then our 0.085 or 80 setup there. What we're gonna do now is we are going to set our gold layer. So we're doing two layers. The first one will be completely gold. That is so that we also get through the first layer for the black part of our patch. In the end, we're going to end up with something like this, guys. Okay, this is what we're doing. And we're going to do the gold layer, then we're going to do the black layer, then cut it. You're going to see how, based on what we've chosen from the material test, how your result will come out on the leather when it's all said and done. So here we go. And this is going to give us that nice clean gold layer. And the reason why we kind of want to do this on the entire patch is so that it's going to make it easier to burn through the second layer to expose the black part. Okay, if you wanted an all gold patch, then this is all you would need to do and you'd be completely done. One thing to note about the RF laser, if you look at the detail in a lot of the tooling area or scroll work, there's very precision stuff there. It's very, very clean. You'd have a hard time with a glass tube when the laser point on the RF tube is a lot more pinpoint accurate. So you can get much thinner details when it comes to small, thin, pointy details with the RF tube. That is one of the benefits of the RF tube from Thunder Laser, is that when people have come into the shop with really detailed or intricate designs, with this machine, the Thunder, I've never been scared of the patch jobs. I've been able to accomplish them 100%. And with our material, our Laserhyde foils and metallics, people are not scared anymore to do those types of leatherettes because our material is so stable and accurate when it comes to how it engraves. I'm going to show you what we're doing. All right, on our screen, what we're going to do is take all this part right here. You see that? We're just going to turn this to a line real quick so we can grab the stuff. And this area here, we want to turn those red, and that is going to be our black. So that's going to be a 700 speed, and then we're going to go 22 on the engraving, one pass, and we should be absolutely good to go there. So 0.050, 700, 22, good to go. So see how we have that there. We're going to turn our blue off, our red on, and that is all we've got there. We'll go ahead and send that. All right, here we go. So now it's not going to be as difficult getting through that layer because we've already burnt through the first two layers, our top leather layer, which is the blue, and then our gold foil layer. And now we just have a super clean black design that comes out in all the areas in which we want to be black. This is the proper way to do it, and then you're good. So we pretty much nailed our settings for this patch now. All we got to do is just play with our gold a little bit and it's dialed in. But this is how we do it, guys. This is how you perfect your process in order to master the art of your patch designs and really show your clients what you're truly capable of in regards to custom patches. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have an RF laser yet, you definitely need to get one because it will elevate your patch game to that next level. It will allow you to not say no to designs that come through your door that you normally could not do with glass tubes. Plus the fact that you don't have to use a chiller anymore, a water chiller. Everything is air cooled. It's an absolute beast of a machine, this Thunder Nova Plus 24, and I absolutely love it. That is just so amazing, guys. Just to kind of guarantee that everything is dialed in. Once I know I have my process dialed in, then I'm kind of good to go. All right, guys, there it is. The blue to gold. This is how thick our material is. It's really thick. 1.85 millimeter. But that is how you would do it, guys. So put that on a hat, and man, you'd have some very happy clients. So we got our black layer, our gold layer, our blue layer, a true tri-layer style leatherette material. You can get this in different colors on our website: green, red, blue, browns, blacks. We have black to pink foil as well. Nobody has that. But yeah, enjoy this, guys, because doing patches like this just really is something very cool to look at. I got one on this hat here too. We got a white that has some tans, some browns that we pulled out. We can even get gray out of this white that we use here. But this is a just custom patch we did on a fiber laser. But yeah, so hopefully this video helps you guys out. Once you know what you have dialed in here, guys, all in your black and your gold layer, save these settings to your actual material library. Make a blue and gold material layer, save those settings, and then save your just call it like Laserhyde Trio Black, you know, in your 3-part colors. That way all you got to do is set those settings and you're good to go. And then when you put, say for example, maybe you're doing the green trio color, then you save those settings, because sometimes the green might be different than the blue. That way you just open them up, set them, and go. As a bonus, when you get your phone, in this case we're using our really high definition S26 Ultra camera, to really zone in on this material, because where we thought we were good, look at that. You see the blue still in there, like little lines of the blue, the scratches. That's kind of what we don't want. And I see so many patches that go out from other companies that look like that, and they can't even see it. But this is how you can really see where you're at with your settings, is by getting in really detailed with your camera and zooming in to where you can really see what it is you're looking at. Now, as we kept going, you know, we knew that we were getting off on certain areas, and so we're like, okay, we don't want to go that direction. And these two is where we finally nailed it. This was 900 at 22 speed, and even though this was 0.085, we went ahead and went down to 0.075 on the DPI. So 900 speed, but we still had a slight hint of blue. So what we did from that point is we just lowered it to 800 speed, same 22, same 0.075. Look at how clean that came out. Now, to some point, you know, you're not going to see the very small detail to some point. Like, that is good. If we wanted to, we can even perfect it even more from there. You know, I noticed in the Y, maybe just slightly, you know, that could probably be like 22.3 on the power, and then we would be good. But this just goes to show what can happen when you mess around with DPIs, guys. Even if we took it down to from 0.075 to 0.074, that can make a major difference on the final end product. So take your time, explore, mess around, and like I said, when you make these in different interval settings, So if I made one say at 0.065 and one at 0.075, I would be good. But I'm going to tell you one thing when it comes to the RF laser and this material, any metallic, you need to be anywhere from a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch out of focus. This laser does not like this material in focus, okay? It's too pinpoint. I noticed I had these in focus. That's what these were. These were actually in focus, and they came out terrible. They looked terrible. Once I came out of focus about a 1/16 of an inch, this was the result, okay? So out of focus on this material and you're good. Okay guys, final setting 0.072 at 23% power, 800 speed for all of you 60 watt Thunder laser users. RF tubes, that is your setting for dialing in Laserhyde Gold, and that most likely will be the same case with any other material that we have that engraves gold, except for our green, most likely, okay, and our pink. Those ones are a little bit different. So I think we're gonna run this and see if we can do this same setting in 2 hits to get the black and the gold. Same settings though, okay? Let's try it. That is looking amazing, guys. Just taking the time to dial in these colors created perfection in that gold. It looks beautiful. And these details in the RF tube are just absolutely insane. So if you didn't change any of the settings, this is kind of what it would look like. It would look like that. You still see some of the gold trim in there. Kind of gives it a kind of distressed vintage look compared to this one, where it didn't leave any of the outer gold trim in the inside. But if you wanted kind of that distressed patina look, I mean, you can kind of go with that depending on what you like. Problem is you don't see it as much here, so you kind of have to either make these thinner up top, but I think I personally like this one a little bit better. So, but there you go guys, testing gets the job done. But yeah, this Laserhyde Gold, it looks really good. All right guys, we'll catch you in the next video.